In Kuje village, life moved like the slow river. Boys grew up to be farmers, fishermen, or carpenters, just like their fathers. The girls, after secondary school, would marry young and start families, cooking and caring for their children. The people of Kuje didn't know about university. It was like a dream they had never heard of. To them, education ended after secondary school, and that was enough. Parents were happy as long as their children could read and write. They didn't ask for more because they didn't know more. Life in the village was steady, like the sun rising and setting every day. This is how it had always been, how it was for years. But something was coming, something that would shake the quiet life of Kuje. A change was in the air, like a storm about to roll in. The village didn't know it yet, but life would never be the same again. One bright, sunny day, Kuje village buzzed with excitement. From far away, a group of city students came for an excursion. They arrived with big smiles, fancy clothes, and shiny shoes. The villagers had never seen anything like it. The students walked tall, holding their books in one hand and talking about life in the city. Their words sounded like music to the villagers' ears. "Look at how they walk," the villagers whispered. "Look at how they talk." The students showed them many strange and interesting things. They talked about the big machines they used in the city, machines that could build houses and make farming easier. They showed the villagers how they studied with the help of those machines. Everyone's eyes were wide with wonder. The chief, standing tall with his walking stick, couldn't believe it. He looked at the students and said to himself, "This is how our children should be." The whole village was thinking the same thing. For the first time ever, the idea of sending their own children to the city for university crossed their minds. The city students stayed for only a short time, but they left something behind. Hope. The villagers now dreamed of a future where their children would go beyond the village, beyond secondary school, and reach for something greater. They wanted their children to wear fancy clothes, walk tall, and become wise, just like those city students. The villagers gathered under the big Iroko tree to talk about this new dream of theirs. The men rubbed their chins, the women whispered to each other, and the children sat close, listening wide-eyed. They all agreed that one child must go to the city and learn the ways of the world. But who would it be? They looked around, thinking hard, and then someone spoke up. "Fak!" The others nodded, for everyone knew Fak was no ordinary girl. Her beauty was like the sun shining after rain, bright and pure. She was clever too, with quick eyes that noticed everything. She was kind, always helping her mother, always laughing, always making the elders smile. "Yes, Fak," they said, their voices growing stronger. "She will be the one to make Kuje proud." So the villagers gathered their gifts for Fak's journey. The women packed food, dried yams, ground pepper, a little palm oil. The men pooled what little money they had, every kobo they could spare, and like a river flowing with love, they showered her with blessings. The old women placed their hands on her head, whispering words of strength and protection, filling her heart with courage. "Go for us," they said. "Remember us. Make us proud." With a heart full of hopes and dreams from the whole village, Fak left Kuje, her small bag clutched tightly, her mind buzzing with thoughts of the city. As she walked away, the villagers watched, waving and wiping tears from their eyes, sending her off with all their dreams riding on her small shoulders. When Fak stepped into the city, it was as if she had entered a whole new world. Buildings stood tall like giant trees, cars whisked by like birds, and the streets were full of people, each with their own path and purpose. Fak's eyes were wide with wonder, and her heartbeat was filled with both excitement and fear. School was a strange place at first, but Fak was quick to learn. She studied hard, always raising her hand, always listening carefully. Soon her teachers noticed her bright mind, and her classmates saw her kind smile. She wasn't just a girl from a faraway village. She became their friend. Fak met a girl named Toshi, who became her best friend. Toshi knew every corner of the city and showed Fak the way around. She taught her which paths to take, which foods to eat, and even how to avoid the city's many dangers. With Toshi by her side, Fak felt a little more at ease. But life in the city was not easy. The money Fak's village sent was little, just enough to buy a few things. Some days she